better daily, where we work hard in our minds, bodies, and our spirits to become 1% better every single day. Download the app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live to catch the video version of these podcasts. Here's your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? This is Alex Van Houten with Better Daily Live. Welcome to our Wednesday recap. I know either you're very blessed to see me twice in one day, or you're sick of hearing from me, which is fine because this will be published on our shortcast. And so you can stop me right now and check us out later. But Wednesday is a new segment that we started at the beginning of this Faithful 40 challenge. Sometimes we interview our members and talk to them personally about what their experience has been in Better Daily, some wins that they've achieved and some things that they're currently working on, and maybe some words of encouragement for people who are currently sitting on the bench and maybe want to get more involved in Better Daily. We've also, I've gone live and talked through the story of a win in our community. Perhaps that person didn't want to share their story or would say that they would have a difficult time doing so live, and that's fine. I don't mind standing in the gap there. But today I'm getting the opportunity to recap some wins that you guys shared with us yesterday. So here in our community, we put out a post and several of you guys shared your wins, and I want to honor that in this Wednesday recap. So I'm going to shout out to each one of you. High five. I'll tag you at the end of this because I want you to hear some words of encouragement. And that's always the thing, right? Share your wins with us so we can high five you collectively as a community. And I know virtual high fives aren't quite as satisfying as the high fives that you might get in person. But it's been my experience that very few people are waiting at the finish line for me and my wins during the week to slap me on the butt and tell me I did a good job, even if it's virtual. And so here I am, Coach Alex, slapping you on the butt virtually, high-fiving you, whichever one you prefer, because some people are weirded out by the whole butt thing. It's not weird. It's just what we do in sports. But anyway, that said, whichever one you prefer, that's the one you're getting from me. So huge shout out first Wednesday honoring going to Mr. Jared at JERRAD76. Jared completed a 4-mile ruck with 2 pain stations with his F3 group. And so I honor that win, man. That's huge. They call it a pain station because it sounds like he elaborated here. He said they did ruck squats at the top. So holding a 30-pound ruck, they did squats at the top of the stairs. They did push-ups in the middle of the stairs with their ruck on, and then they did ruck twists, and they repeated that both at the beginning and the end of their 4-mile ruck. So high five, man. That's a huge win. Well done on that ruck. And if you've never rucked before, rucking is basically where you wear a pack, like a rucksack, and it's a really cool way to do cardiovascular exercise without the impact of running. And so I've had clients in the past, maybe they're working to grow some core strength, maybe they're working to grow some endurance, maybe they're struggling with a good base cardio that they enjoy because maybe they don't want to swim, maybe they don't want to cycle, maybe jogging isn't really in the cards for them because of past injuries or preference. And walking is just not going to do it. So adding, 30, 40 pounds to your walk is a really good way to up the ante in your base cardio world. So thanks for leading the way there, Jared, and sharing that win with us. Coach Jess had a big win that I want to honor as well. So high five, girl. She said she had 2 big wins. She got her workout in, and so she had to leave early and go home. But one of the kiddos, and she actually shared a picture. It's a really, really cute picture with her girl giving a thumbs up. One of her kiddos finished her workout with her at home. And there's nothing quite like being able to share a workout with the next generation because it feels good to pour out. And also they tend to say the cutest things, man. They tend to say like, wow, you're so strong, mommy, or you're so strong, daddy. And like, yeah, thanks. I work out. No big deal. So huge thumbs up there, Jess. And then she also said that she did her first half mile with her girl. And so that's pretty cool too. Young kids, man, they have some endurance that they don't realize that they have. I've been running with my son since he was 4 years old, and don't worry, it's not like slave drive running. Too much endurance can be really rough on a kid. And problematic and traumatic to their system. But Gabriel, my oldest son, he always had a hard time focusing unless he had an opportunity to get some energy out of his system, and running was a good way to do that. So high five, hats off to your win, Coach Jess. I'm honored that you shared that with us. My win, I shared that I had the opportunity to visit family over the weekend, and that my sister was willing to go on a run with me. And we kind of put it off because it was raining and stuff throughout the day, but we finally went for a run. We got about a half mile in and it started pouring on us. And both of us were like, we'll run in the rain. So we got to run in the rain together. And it was so cool because, you know, in my life and in my journey, being able to share the grit, you know, because there are some people in my life, it was rain. They were like, we got to go home. We got to get in. We make sure we don't get rained on. And, you know, if you're dedicated to your workout practice and you don't have anything valuable in your pocket, then when the rain comes, it's like, oh, well, we'll do this soaking wet. No big deal. And so that was a big win in my book because she didn't bat an eye at it. I didn't bat an eye on it. And I have a great memory of being able to run with my sister as a beautiful thunderstorm rolled in. It wasn't like right over us. We weren't running in lightning and stuff. It was a ways off, but the rain was on top of us. And that's a good memory. So that's the win that I shared. And then Kat shared that she has been traveling all over God's green earth. She's been sharing pictures and stuff here in the Faithful 40 Challenge. She's been in Michigan. She's been in Oregon. And it's been cool to watch how her training thus far, getting her steps despite pain associated with a chronic condition, getting her steps and strengthening her body so that she had the endurance she needed to enjoy these trips and to hang with them. That has been really cool to see. So thanks for sharing that win with us, and way to stay with your training. It's crazy to think that we're training right now, this whole 1% better journey, we're training right now for things that we can't even imagine in the future. And it's giving our future selves an opportunity to experience things that we might not otherwise been able to experience. And that's actually what we highlighted last week in our Winsday story about a woman who, with back surgery, has actually been working really hard in the past year and a half to reduce her own pain and improve her own physical fitness and whatnot. But that has put her in a position where she could be there for family now who are sick and need her help. And she wouldn't have been able to do that in the past. So it's really cool to think that there are things that currently, if we will be disciplined and if we'll be forthright and consistent with it, there are things right now that we're preparing for that we have no idea what those things might be in the future. So keep up the good work. And Janet, last but not least on my Winsday list to honor, Janet completed a triathlon this past weekend, even though she didn't feel great. And even though she had a near miss with regard to an injury, she crushed the bike ride, crushed the swim, and crushed the run. She would probably say that I didn't crush those things, but you did crush those things, and you did a marvelous job. So hats off to Janet in finishing that win. I know you've been training for that for a while. And as a person who tends to swim like a rock, I mean, I can swim. I'm not awesome at it, but I can swim. I'm not going to sink on you. I'm just not very fast about it. Anyway, as a person who swims like a rock, hats off to you for picking up swimming and maintaining your cycling and maintaining your running, and also doing so in the midst of a difficult work schedule and traveling and maintaining your weight training program. You are a rock star, Janet, and I appreciate you sharing that win with us. So if you have a win that you want to share, you're very welcome to drop it in the live comments. You're very welcome to share that with us and say, hey, I did do a win. Just do hashtag Winsday so we can keep track of those things. So next time I shout out on a Wednesday, I can shout out to you and honor you publicly for what it is that you're doing in your 1% better journey. That is a win. And I promise, if you think about it, you can find a win this week. And it's important that we celebrate those together, because there's a lot of things that we could be down on ourselves about. There are a lot of things in the world that we can be down about, but it's important that we take the things that are going well, lift them up, high five each other, and by encouraging those things, reinforce them and see more of those things among ourselves. Guys, this has been Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Thank you for joining me for the Wednesday recap. I'm really looking forward to next week's Wednesday. Until then, it's just 1%. You got this.
for joining us for your 1% Better today. Don't forget to subscribe for the podcast. Leave us a raving review to tell others how Better Daily has helped you in your journey. If you want more Better Daily, download our app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live. Use code POD to get 25% off your subscription. That's POD, all caps, to save 25% on your subscription. We all have a cross to carry. It's lighter when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.live today.